Okay, in this video, I want to talk about the probability with equally likely outcomes, okay? So here is our formula for probability. The probability of an event E is equal to the number of ways that E can occur over the number in the sample space. This is the general definition of our probability. Okay, we'd also want to talk about, for this video, we want to talk about the combination formula. So the combination formula is N choose R. So this is the number of things choosing R. So this is how many you're choosing. This is N factorial divided by N minus R factorial times R factorial. Okay, let's look at an example. So suppose that we have the set A, B, C, D, E. If a 3-element subset of S is selected at random, what is the probability that it will contain at most 1, B, and C? So what we are looking at in this problem is we're trying to come up with groups of 3 from these elements, these 5 elements, and we only want at most 1, B, or C, okay? So how many groups of 3 could we make with at most 1, B, or C? So that's what we're trying to do. So let's write it out. So the probability of the event of a group of 3 with at most 1, B, and C. Okay. Well, first, that's going to be the number of ways that this can occur over the sample space. So how many ways can that occur? Well, that's the tricky part about this example, is how many ways it can occur. So it's at most 1, B, or C. Since it's at most, we could have 0. So I might first suggest that we could have a group of 3 that doesn't have a B or a C in it. So that would be A, B, and D. And how many groups of 3 could we make of that? Well, that would be 3 choose 3. There's 3 other items, and we choose all 3 of them because we're going to make a 3-element subset. So this would be 3 choose 3 different ways that that can occur. So that is the scenario in which we don't have any B or C. All right. The other scenario that could occur is that we just have one B or C here. Well, let's see what happens. We have 3 items here that have nothing to do with B or C. We're going to choose 2 of them because we're only going to choose 1 B or C. And then we're going to multiply 2, choose 1, because we have 2 items and we're going to choose 1. And the reason why I'm multiplying is because this is the same instance. This is the same scenario. So for here, this means that we're going to just simply multiply. We add different scenarios. So this scenario is that there's no B or C. And this is the scenario that we just have 1 B or C. Okay? Now, what about that denominator? What is the sample space? We have 5 items, and we choose 3. So there, this is our sample space. That's the total number of things that can occur in this given scenario. So that would be 5 items, choose 3. How many groups of 3 can we make with 5 items? Okay, so the last thing to do is just simply the arithmetic. So 3 choose 3 is just 1, because you can only make 1. And then 3 choose 2 is just 3. 2 choose 1 is just 2. And then 5 choose 3 would be 10. Okay, and so this would be 1 plus 6 over 10. And so that looks like that would be 7/10. All right, so I would say that this is 70%. 70% chance likely, okay? So I hope that helps. All right, have a good day.